Back at it here after the second scrimmage, and now joined by junior linebacker Kavian Gaither. Kavian, good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Good to see you too, Mr. Rob.
Can you believe that fall camp almost wrapped up? I think one more day tomorrow, but the second and final scrimmage. What's this journey been like for you? Here you are, man, as a junior, third year with this program.
Oh yes, sir. It's been great. It's been great. You know, just working with my teammates. You know, becoming a leader of this team. I'm getting older, so just establishing my leadership and just showing the kids what it's like to show them what it's good to be a part of Sam Houston football.
You know, you mentioned the leadership. That's something that I always talk about and highlight, whether it's coaches or you guys as players. And you've seen the transition too. I've mentioned that a lot because it's a big hot topic, moving from the FCS to the FBS. For you as a student athlete, being part of a program and that unique journey, what have you learned and what have you really been maybe the most excited about?
Yes, sir. I think the most thing I'm excited about is just showing what Sam Houston State University is all about. You know, we're able to now voice our school and be able to show what we can do. A lot of people, you know, they think we play lower FCS ball, so I think it gives us a good opportunity to put ourselves on the map.
You've been out there, great linebacking core with your teammates. Maybe highlight some of those other guys, and who have you seen? Maybe some young guys that are starting to step up.
Yeah, yes, sir. You know, I got to highlight the transfer Meatball. He's been settling in. He's been doing real good. And then too, I got to highlight some of my fellow linebackers. Trevor Williams. You know, he's leading the way. He's being the great leader as he is. You know, so just playing behind him has been helping me a lot, and it's helped improve me in order to get better at my position. And to the young guys I've been liking Weaver, Demarie Weaver. You know, he's showing up ready to compete and ready to ball.
Well, you know, we go through these 2 weeks and just one more day of fall camp, and then you just get into that regular practice schedule, school starting up here. What have you learned through this fall camp? Maybe some areas that you came in feeling a little bit weak about and now you've got some more confidence in.
Yes, sir. I think my block destruction was the most key thing I wanted to work on this fall camp. You know, being a smaller linebacker is something that I need to get better at, and I feel like I've adjusted to it and I've gotten better at using my hands and being able to get away from blocks so I can make the tackle.
Maybe some of this ties into the next question. A couple of weeks away from kickoff at BYU, that's going to be a big stage, 60,000 people expected there, sold out crowd, and you guys are going to be at that stage now almost every game. Where do you feel like you guys have to take into Provo to be successful in that contest? I know it's still 2 weeks away, but still a lot of preparation underway.
Yes, sir. I think we just need to take where we came from and all of what the people before us what they've done, and we need to put it all out on that field because we're able to put out Sam Houston, and we're the first product of Sam Houston football of the FBS team, so we need to be able to put out a good foot.
Have you thought about that? You just said something. Have you really thought about that, the first product of Sam Houston FBS football? How special is that, and have you given that much thought?
Man, it's crazy, man. It's special, and it's going to be some adjusting, of course, and, you know, not everything's going to be perfect, but it's all a journey, and I just hope everyone can follow along with us.
Got great leadership here. Just talked to Coach Carlin a few moments ago, and of course, Jared Hensley, y'all's guy there with the linebackers. What have you learned from him? Maybe what have you learned from Coach Carlin? What have you learned from your linebackers, Coach?
Oh, yes. They teach me a lot of life lessons, but the one life lesson they probably taught me is competing every play and leaving it all out on the field. You only get a certain amount of time on the field, and so you want to make the most of when you're out there. And also, too, just becoming a leader and understanding that, you know, being a leader, you're not going to be liked all the time. You're not going to be for everyone's opinion. But the good thing is as long as you're leading them in the right direction, you're doing right.
Kavian, last year, WAC Defensive Player of the Year. That was a huge honor for you. But I know that you guys, just being around you, those titles, you just said, you know what, that's great, but it's all about team. Maybe talk a little bit about the camaraderie of this team and some of the culture, and what do you really feel like that is to you as a player?
Yes, sir. I think having a team and playing with people who you love most of all, because if you don't love your team, if you don't know your teammates, then how can you love them? How can you put your heart out on that field? So I just think that we've come a long way. We had a lot of transfers this offseason, and so just bringing them in with welcoming arms and just understanding that, you know, we're all in this together. We're all a Bearkat, and, you know, it's been a great journey, and I just think that we've made a lot of progress, and they're my brothers, man. I love them to death. Finally,
a couple last questions. Something about Kavian Gaither maybe that someone doesn't know. What's something out there that maybe people don't know?
Oh, that's a good question. Pineapples do belong on pizza.
Yeah. All right. Hey, I'm going to give you a fist bump on that one. Little pineapples on pizza.
Yes.
Well, finally, man, camera's right there. Who do you want to say hello to this afternoon, young man?
I want to say hello to my family. Some of them right there, actually. But I want to say hi to my family, anyone that's at home. I love y'all. And yeah, I want to say hello to my sister as well, Kiera, love you.
All right, it's all about family. Kavian Gaither,
Yes, sir.
great job, young man. Looking forward to the continued success coming up this season. That'll wrap it up here from the second and final scrimmage. Keep it locked into Behind the Bearkats. Also, our friends at Cap Fun, Sports of SHSU, and other social media accounts. We'll keep you up to date. As always, I'm Rob Hipp, and on the count of three, give me an Eat 'em Up Cats. You ready?
Yes,
1,
sir.
2, 3.
Eat 'em up, Cats.